This is a demo of the Drupal module finder template. I have launched the template here, and what this template provides is it gives us a chatbot that helps to find modules for certain use cases. For example, I'll say I want to add a rating option uh, in my product content type. And when we search it, the agent will uh, search the vector database, and based on this, it will suggest the appropriate modules from Drupal.org. So here, yeah, it has suggested some modules called rate, then 5-star, star rating, product review, like dislike, and along instructions on how to set this up. Now, how this works. Here in this template, we have around I think 5,000 plus contents imported from Drupal.org, and I think it's imported using Project Browser or something. But these are all the information about modules. If I open individual nodes, I can see the description of the module, link, then usage, creation date, a summary on like what this module does and all. And then this entire content is indexed in a vector database. And here, this template is using Postgres vector database, Postgres for the vector database, and that is configured here. Configuration AI, vector VDB settings, and Postgres configuration. And the database's name is DB, and um, then the username is DB, the password is stored as a key. And then the contents are indexed using Search API with the help of AI search module, which is configured in Search and Metadata Search API. Here we have the module server, which is the backend. Okay, there looks like there is an error, but this backend is provided by AI search module. And then we have this index, module index. And the module index has its indexing content of type uh, modules, which are the contents imported to our site. And then it uses the module server for as the server, and under the fields, so when for vector search, we need a main content and contextual content. Here, the module's description field is taken as the main content. And this is where the main information about the module is present. So for this module, it is the data is less, but for other modules, there will be a lot of data available. And this is the main content. This is selected as the main content, and this is the one that gets chunked. So it means whenever we are indexing contents to a vector database, contents, the main content will get split into multiple chunks, and each chunks will have some kind of overlapping text. And then each of these chunks will have some metadata in them, which helps to identify the actual node or actual content that chunk belongs to. For example, here all the other sections like title and all are set as contextual content. That means all the splits, all the chunks of one particular module page will have these metadata. So with the help of this metadata, we'll be able to once the vector search result is passed to the language model, it will be able to properly filter out and summarize the results and provide a proper response. So module description is set as the main content, and these are set as the contextual content. And then In fact, we have the option to preview the chunks here. If I search for 5-star, I will be able to see. Okay, there is only one chunk for this, and it has the this is the main body, and these are all the contextual data assigned to it. And if there are there is some other module with lot of data in description, then it would be split into multiple sections, and we'll be able to see more than one item here, and each will have all these contextual data, title and all, and only the main content would change. Then the content is indexed, and what we see here is a chatbot. Uh, Chatbot works are created. Chatbots is provided by a chatbot module, which is a submodule of a core module, and chatbots are basically assistants. So to create a chatbot, we have to first create an assistant. And in this case, since this is a module finder assistant, it should search the vector database as well, right? So it should actually use a tool to search the vector database. Uh, to create an assistant, it is under configuration AI assistance, and then here, this is the module search assistant that we are seeing here, and this is the system prompt, which basically instructs it to properly search the vector database and find the relevant results. Do not do a one-to-one search. Like when I ask the assistant to suggest some modules for adding a rating field, it should not just search modules for rating field. It should uh, develop its multiple search strings based on the context, and it should do multiple searches to find the most relevant results. Okay, and these instructions are basically telling the agent to do this, and then this RAG action is what helps the assistant to search the vector database, and the index is the module index that was created earlier, and the RAG threshold. So this is basically a score indicating how relevant the search string is to the result, and then max results is 10. And in fact, we can actually see these results. We can actually test the RAG search tool with the help of, there's a submodule called API Explorer. Once that module is enabled, we get this Vector VDB Explorer option, and which basically allows us to search the vector data. Here, if I search for modules for adding a rating field, then here the vector database is searched, and we can see all the chunks. So the first chunk corresponds to the rate module, then reading rating, star rating, and the score we see here. So this indicates how close these results are to this search string in the vector space. And the minimum thresholds helps to uh, remove the less relevant results, because what this will do is when user asks a question, assistant will use this tool. It will actually see these results, and then based on that result, it will refine the output and create this list like structure. So we don't want to share this entire result to the assistant because it's gonna uh, there will be limits in context and all. So that's why this we are restricting the threshold and max results here. And then once this is saved, uh, to actually place the chatbot, enable the AI chatbot module, then place the module from block layout. So it is under structure block layout, and So here this block is placed for in the admin theme. So admin theme is Claro. And under Claro, we have this Drupal module agent chatbot. Basically, we'll get blocks like a deep chat chatbot and a chatbot. A chatbot is the legacy one. Deep chatbot is the one you should be using. And then once the block is saved, we can select which assistant should be invoked here. So if you have another assistant, maybe a content type assistant or a taxonomy term assistant or any other assistant, that can be also selected here. And then name, the first message and all are configured and this is saved. And that's how this template is working.